We are live, I think. We are live. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. And Arsenal is fighting for the title. Yes, they are fighting for the title. I do hope that they will win this year because they have been bottling for the past few years and Arteta has just been doing enough to keep his job. I don't know if Arsenal is still going to keep him if they lose or if they don't manage to get a trophy this season. So let's see how it goes. There are quite a number of injured players, but I don't think that's going to stop us not to win. I mean, Bournemouth is a good team, so I guess it won't be very difficult for them to win. I've never really done a live video before. I really don't know how this works. I don't even know if it's even recording or not. But let's see. Okay. Bournemouth is also a good team, so I don't think they went to Emirates Stadium to lose. I think they're also capable of winning or drawing, but yeah, that depends on how Arteta is going to operate today. So let's see how it goes. I'm personally hate watching because, you know, Arsenal is not my favorite team. So that is the only reason why I'm watching this game. To hate watch. But let's see if the hate watch will be successful or not. But they're already ahead in terms of points. If I can check the table now. Let's see. Arsenal. In terms of points, I think they're already way ahead. They have like 71 points. So they are like 10 points ahead of Man City. If Man City loses to Chelsea or draws with Chelsea, then their chances of winning the league are very low as compared to Arsenal. So I definitely think Arsenal has a chance of winning the Premier League this year as compared to previous years when the margin was a bit, smaller. This time around, I think they have a chance. They do have a great chance. And hopefully that can be enough to keep Arteta's job. you know. But I don't think he's going anywhere. I mean, the managers love him. The sporting directors love him. So let's see what they have to offer today. Oh, Madueke is back in action. We are 3 minutes in. I didn't even check the formation. I don't know what kind of formation they're playing today. But it seems like it's going to work because there are pockets of spaces for them to pass the ball. And sooner or later, they're definitely going to score. Ooh. Corner FC. Show us what you're capable of doing today. If they do win this one, I don't think we should be arguing. Are they going to win the league or not? Because from my games as Sarah, I'm sure they're capable of handling it. But it's just like, what, 5 minutes into the game, so we can't really say much yet. Where is my camera? I don't know which side it is, but wait, let me see. Okay. A lot of people were arguing that in as much as Arsenal hasn't won anything, but I think David Raya is one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, and I couldn't agree any less. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree less. Yeah, whatever. But yes, I agree. Because he's very good. He's very good. I think he's got one of the most clean sheets in the league. And he really does it well. With his height, you would expect that he would not be a good goalkeeper, but I think he's the definition of, don't let your height stop you from achieving your goals. I do not know how to place this camera any better, but anyways, whatever. The most important thing is that we are watching. Who's refereeing this game? Okay, this is a chance that was lost. Arteta has to win this one. Otherwise, his efforts are null and void. He definitely has to win. He can't afford to lose this game. We are at the critical stages of the Premier League and winning is a must. Evanilson. That's a good pass. But whoever is in the front is wasting balls and they are not giving any output as of now. Arsenal has 61% possession and Bournemouth has 39% possession. First 10 minutes of the game. Who's getting it? Who's getting it? And Bournemouth took their ball back. Oof. The Bournemouth defenders are not playing at all. 3 people marking Madueke. Okay, let's see. Who's at the front? Is that Jokeres? Oh no. Unfortunately, there was no one that he could pass it to, but that was a good run. I feel like Bournemouth is playing for a draw. They are playing for a draw for some reason. Because the way they are just obstructing Arsenal to score and the way they actually don't have the zeal to score themselves is very concerning. Extremely concerning. But let's see. Yeah, I have nothing else to do, my guy. I have nothing else to do in my life besides watching football. Nothing at all. And I love hate watching us now. I really like hate watching us now. As now, actually, it's go say it's been like what 14 minutes, and they have the highest possession ever, but they don't want to score. But Bournemouth actually is not allowing them to do that. So anyway, I can't really blame them. Papa, if they don't win, you're gonna start hearing them say, "Oh, it's because we have so many injuries." And all those kind of things. But you have a perfect squad, literally the most perfect squad in the whole Premier League. They have to win this game, otherwise I'm going to laugh at them. But let's say it's still early. Give me 90 minutes. We're only 14 minutes in. I can't really say much about it. It's too early to tell whether they're going to win or draw or lose. You think Bournemouth will win? I don't know. Because right now, as it stands, in the last 5 minutes, the stats have actually switched. TNT is saying that Arsenal has 39% possession and Bournemouth has 61% possession. At 10 minutes, it was the complete opposite. So if Arsenal is not careful, they're actually going to lose. So that's the point. Yeah, you're very right. Bournemouth are playing better than Arsenal. Because Arsenal, we actually Bora. And to me, it's quite weird because, I mean, you're Arsenal. You guys say you're the best team in London. Why are you trying to lose to Bournemouth of all teams? It's very shocking. The weird part is my TV is, I think, a minute behind. It's like I go Borero and not But wait a minute, I'm coming. Don't spoil the fun. I want to see how it got there. Always happens every time I'm just... Okay. Oh no! Wow! These are the things that I like to see, you know. These are the things that I enjoy watching. Now I'm happy. Now I'm energized, you know. Now I have the energy to finish this live stream on a high note. Yes. Continue. I love this. I love it when Arsenal is losing. Now it means that as Chelsea, we don't necessarily have to donate our points, you know, to Man City because Arsenal actually still does win. This is crazy. They need another goal though, because I feel like after this, then Arsenal is going to retaliate and say, it's Susumanje. To not talk about the Arsenal, and probably, you know, they're probably gonna score a count. But if Bournemouth continue like this, then they're gonna win. And I'll be very happy if they win, to be honest. Like I said, this live is for hate watchers and Arsenal fans. Arsenal support when I started this live, honestly. It seems like we're actually seeing another bottling season, my guy. Because, you know, let me tell you something that is actually very interesting. We started this whole thing with, you know, quadruple dreams and things like that. And, you know, we were very excited. Arsenal this time, you know, to the FA Cup, UCL, whatever, Carabao and the EPL. FA Cup, booted out. Carabao, booted out. Izvezvi kwasara UCL and the Premier League. With the Premier League na Pep Guardiola, I'm not sure how that's going to happen. But Arsenal is like 9 points ahead. They were making so much noise. That's the thing. And they always do that. Every single season, they're always making so much noise. Oh, we are the best team in the Premier League. But you have nothing to show for it besides you guys winning a quadruple in being the second in the Premier League all the time. Quadruple in number 2, yes, that's possible. Quadruple in getting real trophies, no. It's never a thing with Arsenal. Never. Arsenal has 0 attempts and 0 shots on target. Bournemouth has 1 each. So, yeah, we might be seeing another bottling season. And I don't know. What do you think about Gyökeres? Did Sporting scam Arsenal into signing Gyökeres, or you think he is the signing of the season? And personally, I don't know. Coming to based in all fronts. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, Gyökeres was a scam. I don't want to sound like, it's just like how Liam Delap to us was kind of a scam. I like him. I do like him, but I feel like he doesn't have the output that we require to Chelsea get. Joe Pedro, he's doing better. Same with Gyökeres. Gyökeres, I feel like Arsenal is scammed him because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be scoring goals, and I don't know who's the highest goal scorer for Arsenal, but you know, he's not. He doesn't have the output. I think Van not Arsenal are the defenders. They really know what they're doing. Gabriel, Timber, and Raya, yeah, those are the people that I actually enjoy watching for Arsenal, and those are the people in my fantasy Premier League as well. But my forwards are I don't really put them. Even their wings, like Vanama Dueka. I mean, it's Madueke, guys. What can you expect? Ooh. But why didn't they attempt their corners today? Ateta is boiling right now. Yo. He doesn't even look very happy. Yeah. Yeah, Ateta is boiling. Arsenal should win something this I wanted to say this semester. This season. They should win something. UCL, and I think Bayern Munich, maybe. PSG. I'm ruling out Madrid and Barcelona, honestly, because they are not serious. But honestly, I'm so brainwashed. I wanted to say this to myself. Like literally, I almost said this semester I expect us now to win something, but yeah, this season. The doubt is too much. Because guys, for those who are Arsenal fans who've been to the Arsenal stadium, munoenda muchinoone mu display. Like, what's the annual trophy cabinet? Explain to me. I need to understand. Zvakaoma kana. Yes. Arsenal Football Club. It's a very weird club. I don't know what miracles the sporting directors are expecting to get out of Arteta, who hasn't won anything in the past years. Don't get me wrong, I like this guy. I like Mikel Arteta. Yeah, you also have Ancelotti problems. What is happening with him? Liverpool, I think they're going in the biggest downfall that I've ever seen them going through. What's going on? Now it's Liverpool versus Chelsea to fight for the UCL spot. I don't think we're gonna go, to be honest. I really don't think we're gonna go. Because Liam Rosenio is not ready. Anofana umbodzokera Conference League where he plays with an Bodo Glimt and whoever. They don't want to sack who? Arne Slot? But why would they sack him? That's my question. And who would they bring in? Enzo Maresca? Who's the next person who would take over Liverpool club? To be very honest. Ndiani? Because Klopp is not coming back. And I don't know if Maresca is willing to take that job. Because as far as I'm concerned, I haven't really seen him taking in another club. Yes, Liam Rosenio is a PE teacher. He came from Strasbourg, guys. What do you expect from someone who's coming from Strasbourg? You know, when he talks too much. You know, the first time that I actually saw him with the boys, yeah, I was like, nah, this guy knows what he's doing, and he knows what he's doing. He makes fast substitutions and all those kind of things. But now, as time goes on, I'm starting to realize that he actually doesn't know what he's doing. They want Jabi Alonso for Liverpool or Ayereyola. How do you pronounce it? Jabi Alonso is good. But would he be willing to come to Liverpool? Food for thought. But it's not mukamzinga noendepi. Moti pa edisus. Moti dzingiro Rosenyo. Because Rosenyo, I think, anofana umboenda onokocha Wolves or something. To get the hang of it. Or Bentley. Maresca is good. Yes. Maresca is good, Jamal. Maresca is very, very good. It's just that he has his errors like any other coach, like Wanateta. They kept the job for over 6 years, producing nothing, you know. But at least Maresca had output. Conference League won it. Club World Cup won it. Ijeji, I can tell you, in all these competitions that we were in, I would not have a doubt that this season we would get a trophy if we had Maresca. Any slot Tomsia ku Dutch League, maybe. Ngaende ya men or Ajax or whatever. Coco. Because I think with some of these managers, they struggle to keep up in the Premier League. I feel like if you want to be a Premier League coach or per selection process, you get a Premier League coach, Pepe. Championship. Because this is the reason why I think Maresca also had a better success rate than Vangabesa Ava. Because last time Liverpool, when it won off Jurgen Klopp's efforts and not Arne Slot's efforts. And Xhaka Zongo shut it up by the time that Liverpool won the league, Klopp was gone, and you know, Slot had to feed off that the glory. But then effort chayo is gonna Klopp. It's the same with Rosenyo. Rosenyo, I think Madeza I winner. It was, we should have dropped him off when we were coming back. No, honestly, I understand you. I understand you. Vafana ngosara vese na Rosenyo. Rosenyo afana tongodzoka zvakoperesi kwaangari oenda ku-French League to whatever. Because the thing is, with these, I don't know. Premier League, yeah, as I was saying, kuture Premier League coach, tangira ku championship, coach at Sheffield Wednesday or whatever, and then get your team promoted or Ipswich, do something, then also we are Premier League. Because this thing of experimenting with people from Sporting, I mean, look at what happened to this guy. Manchester United. What was his name? Amorim. Ruben didn't survive 3 seasons at Manchester United. He did not. So, yes, Amorim. Thank you very much. I had forgotten. No survivor. He didn't survive at all. The camera is showing Eze right now, and I want to know what you guys think about this guy. Eze was good Bangaro Crystal Palace. And he's having a fair run for us now. But I think he hasn't really reached his full potential for us now. I don't know. Maybe it's the injuries that are keeping him down. But it's the same with this guy. What's his name? Woku Liverpool. The Swedish guy. The Swedish guy from Liverpool. Gosh, I'm forgetting these players' names. Am I getting old? Yes, Isak. Just when you typed it, that's when I thought about it. Alexander Isak. He was soaring really, really high when he was Newcastle. Soon as he came to Liverpool, we never heard from him. And I feel sad on his behalf because of Nyema injuries and all those kind of things that were happening. Yeah, it's not a coloring book. You're right. Just because you coached Sporting, you Portugal or some Belgian team and won the league there doesn't mean that you are capable of coaching a PL team. Okay, Arsenal has a free kick. Will they do anything with it? Of course, they will not. This team, I don't know how to defend them anymore. They are very difficult to defend now. Ndinotombotraya kuidefenda Arsenal. Ndinombotry. But no, they're going somewhere. They have one attempt, 0 shots on target. Bournemouth has 1 shot on target and 2 attempts. And they are losing the ball. Arsenal, yeah, me too. I'm vouching for it this season. In as much as I'm a hate watcher, but I want Arteta to keep his job. And I want these Arsenal fans to be happy and stop nagging us. Sometimes bitterness in my Arsenal fans is from the fact that they are lacking, They are lacking something. They have 0 trophies. Vamwe pavakazvarwa Arsenal hainombobvira yakambo wina anything. Yes, of course. But I'm a good hate watcher, I can hate watch, but I can still love you guys and still encourage you to win something. But they're so difficult to defend, man, because what is this play? They are losing the ball. They are trying to capitalize off fouls. Unongovaziva kuti vakajoina in such kind of conversations, they want to fight us. Best they stay in the terraces. My dearest Arsenal fans, Set Piece FC, Corner FC. I know, they're crazy. Have you met them? But they were in my DMs. Oh no, we got to a penalty, really? The only disadvantage is that I'm a bit behind when it comes to TNT Sports. I don't know why. Oof! Oh no. How did we get there? Let's see. Okay, I think we are almost there. TNT is always behind for some reason. I don't know why. Without VAR. Penalty just like that with no VAR? Wow. Yeah, that's an advantage for us now. And the ground is going to be leveled now. 34 minutes in the game and it's already drama. Now it's a draw. There's no way avanga vachatadzawo kuscore penalty. Ndo zvayo kuriska izvi. This is his speciality. Okay, it's 1-1. These Bournemouth people are also not serious. I told you that they need at least another goal in case things like this happen. So now it's 1-1. But we still have the second half. And if they're not strong enough, Arsenal is going to win this game. But at least they'll win without a clean sheet. Tangatani Tanema clean sheet at David try. Bournemouth will win 3-1. I thought you liked Arsenal, Mr. Sean. Exactly. Tell him football is 90 minutes. It's not 5 minutes. This is just the first half. I hate Arsenal wholeheartedly. You and I both. We all do, don't we? The only way that they could score was getting a penalty. The next way that they could probably score is what? Getting a corner? Oh yeah, I remember. He's always in my inbox telling me how much Chelsea has been bad this season. But when it started going down for Liverpool as well, you know. Yes, Nyash. I'm telling you this. It's Arteta's rage for me. It always makes me happy. He's such a funny guy. You know, there's this thing. 450 million to be paying rubbish, absolute rubbish, honestly. And yet they laugh at Chelsea for spending $1 billion. I mean, at least we are spending 1 billion and winning stuff. Even if this season we don't win anything, but last season we won something. What did this Arsenal team do all these years that they were investing money? They probably invested more than we did. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. As I was saying, this Arteta man, you know what he did? Yeah, we got banned actually from overspending, which I do clearly understand. Because the thing is, we were spending way too much money. That was money laundering at its best. We were selling Chilwell to ourselves. We were selling players to Strasbourg to Chelsea, Chelsea to Strasbourg. And also the Enzo situation. Yeah, the Enzo situation, you know, it was a matter of Nyema sporting directors. The Blue Corps doesn't care about their coaches. That's why they took Rosenio. You know, that's why they took Rosenio, because they can puppet him around and he can be listening, because Ian ndatoviswa Paris, ndikatoiswa ku London. This is a dream that I was expecting to live, you know. But with Enzo, they couldn't toy him around like that because he came from Leicester. Leicester is it's a very good team. And he went again to Chelsea and he brought in 2 trophies in his first season or 2, right? He knew his worth, and he was always crying, Nduda CB. Abramovich, I don't think he's gonna come back because of all the politics that are involved around him. So they want that's the kind of person that they want. They want someone that they can toy around, because they claim that Abramovich has had his issues tied to Russia and blah 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 blah. You know, all that. I don't like getting deep into this stuff because, you know, I don't want to be banned. Of those who put. Football politics is not my thing. But anyway, as a matter of fact, the problem is the clubs don't want to give managers full power. That's why they are head coaches. Yes, that is true. That is very true. They want to toy them around. Because Enzo was always crying and saying, I want someone like a Bastoni. I need an experienced somebody. And they have their Dames model, which is, you know, just having the youngsters. I have nothing against youngsters. But if your captain is 23 years old and your oldest player is tossing at 28 and you have nobody who has brains to keep this team well managed without getting a ridiculous streak of red cards, what do you think is going to happen next? Like, where are you expecting that team to go? I understand that the team can be made up of youngsters and all because youngsters are the future, yes. But look at Barcelona, for example. They have a lot of youngsters, but they also keep this guy, Vana Lewandowski, Vana Szczesny, all those people. Variko. Why? Because they are necessary to the team. Liverpool has Virgil van Dijk. I can name every single team that has my older players and it's working well for them. Even Manchester United has Van Harry Maguire and all. Yeah, red card FC at this point. It's really embarrassing. And the epic competition and not Takaenda and we didn't get a red card. And I think almost every single player right now has gotten a red card. Liam, Dilap, Joao Pedro, Cucurella, Caicedo, even the best of the best. Bese vakatombonungana nawo red card. And it's embarrassing, honestly. It's embarrassing. So I don't know what's gonna happen to our beloved Chelsea. I really don't know. Enzo was always crying. Ndipeiwo vanhu vane experience. Bluko was like, we want we are building it. What the hell? This is not helping us with anything. How so? I feel like Arsenal boosts my fantasy Premier League. Unless they start behaving like this, that is when it becomes a problem. But in my fantasy, if I could have 4 Arsenal players, I would. I like this referee. What's his name? I forgot his name. Is it Oliver? He's a very good referee. Very calm. He's not crazy like Anthony Taylor. Ateta is yelling from the sidelines. He's not having it. Why do you hate him? What did he do to you? I don't like Anthony Taylor. I feel like Oliver is better than Anthony. Oh, yeah, okay, maybe. For me, Taylor ruins all Chelsea's games. That is why I don't like him. Pese, yellow card. Never necessary. I don't go with it my cards. Like, bro, we know we are a referee and this is your job, but sometimes it's not necessary. Stop it. Stop it. Taylor is officiating Chelsea's games. I sigh. Sometimes I don't even watch the game because I know he's destroying the morale already. He doesn't let a game flow, even if it's not even with Chelsea, like, but even with another team. He has capability a game is flow. Yes, as they want to show authority. That's the thing. You should listen to me, because they think, oh, these players are big-headed, which some of them are hot-headed, and they want to take control of them and show them putting Baba Pano and I'm the owner here. Like, bro, we get it. You are the one with the whistle, but is it necessary for you to be behaving like this? I don't think so. Yes, more about themselves and less about the game, which I hate. I hate it so much. They should improve. But I also putting myself in the refs' shoes, right? I think these guys have a lot of pressure because imagine it's also we are watching this game. and there are a bunch of Arsenal fans, a bunch of Bournemouth fans watching in the stadium, right? And then there are a lot of other people watching at pubs, anywhere they are. I have Gabriel and Ryan. Now they have considered me too. I think I also even have Timber. I forgot to remove him. This time I didn't even construct my fantasy zvakanaka. Timber ndifana ungatori memo. Sazvangu munhu ari injured. I hope this camera does not run out of battery because... Okay, what is happening now? But is so unpredictable. This is something that I thought easy win for Arsenal. But kowe saikani vakomana. Bournemouth yacho futi. Free kick, they were supposed to score. Somebody was just supposed to ngorova tape in up because Raya was not even looking at that ball. At the time, 2 minutes here, they weren't released so many stops. Later to Gumere Liverpool, it was still going to be fine, to be very honest. Pane aka triple captain Mavropa knows West Ham. I feel like people are gambling ku fantasy. Honestly, I think people have like probably more than one account, and then they gamble with the other account to see what's gonna happen. Because sometimes when I think, oh, I have 140 points this week, I'm going to be top of the league. Then you see somebody else with triple captain, somebody that you didn't even expect to score. What anenga kana 200 points, and you wonder, how do these people do it? I swear they are wizards ku fantasy Premier League. I can't prove it yet, but they are wizards. People who practice witchcraft wizard chayo ku fantasy. Yeah, it's very rigged. Because this week I've done it. I've put in my effort. I have bench boost. I have this. I have that. You will be surprised. Okay. We're already at halftime, really? Mine is not yet at halftime. I'm not sure if I should cut this live off at halftime and then come back or what. Or maybe I should just keep it running. Ndombotsvaga macomments paTwitter. Because the problem is ndikaidzima ndizondoibadza sei. This thing is hard. At least you have Bowen. Inini. My fantasy was actually horrible. In fact, it's actually horrible this week because I don't have meaningful people in it. But yeah, now we're going to halftime. Gyökeres scored his penalty. He's very happy, flicking his hair. You know, Krupi scored the first goal. 35 minutes, Gyökeres. It's looking good for them. I'm loving it. Is there a way to pause a live then come back? I don't know if that's possible. Because I think if I stop it, I struggled so much to get to this point. So if I press exit, it's going to stop. And how am I going to restart it? Ndakajuma nezuro schedulers, so it took me a lot of time and energy to do it. Now I don't know if I can do it. This is hard. How do people do this? It's not, man. Thank you very much. It's not. I don't even know what I'm doing. No setup, nothing besides a blanket at my back and a light on my lap. A light on my lap, a blanket on my back, nothing. You know? Because the thing is, the problem is that if I do lives on Instagram or TikTok, they're not gonna benefit me with anything in terms of watch time on YouTube and stuff. But you know, with YouTube lives, yeah. If you do them, even if you have 3 viewers, you have 3 hours of watch time, which is good. I mean, it's really good. So I thought it was a better idea for me to do that and to capitalize on the times that I am actually watching football. You know, because my channel, the funny thing is, my channel grew to 760 subscribers without me posting anything. I think it's as a result of what I do on Sports Insights Global and what I do with Talem Films. Because every time, you know, I get tagged when we work on a project and stuff like that, right? So that's how it got from like 100 subscribers to 760 in a few months. But I had zero content, zero. And if you know me, in Inyangusu, you post a content that has to do with myself, I'm not interested. I don't like it. Because, you know, lifestyle content is the problem, Yekuti. You know, once you start doing it, you know, day in my life, week in my life, month in my life, blah, blah, blah. It's not bad. But then now people want to know what's happening in your life. And, yeah, that's a problem. Because sometimes I don't want to tell people what's happening in my life. With scorecards and the teams, how do I do that? That's the problem. How do I do that? I saw this guy. What is this guy's name? Mark Goldbridge. He does that actually. He does my watch alongs on his channel. That's football. Yeah, and it really actually is nice. It's very, very nice. My watch alongs like they're very nice. But zvinozosvika sei kuconstructwa to that point or to make it look amazing and stuff. I just don't know how it's done. I feel like it needs a whole production team. This for me, you know, I'm a one-man show, so I need to really research on how it's done. Or sit down and watch one of his videos and figure out like how that is programmed. I feel like maybe it's possible if you're streaming with a third party, a thingy, third party streaming platform. Yes. Vana OBS, Prism, Melda, or whatever. In my subscriptions, Danita guys, like the amount of money I pay for CapCut. And to think that I have to pay more money for a streaming site. Yo, I don't know. Isn't there a streaming site with a one-time payment or something like that? I would be willing to do that. To just purchase and move on. Because this whole subscription business, I don't know. Because I pay subscription for iCloud okay, overlays that I can get for free without having to pay too much money, right? But doesn't it need a subscription to use the service? That's what I'm asking. I'll check into OBS and see. Because I think I need that, the thingy where you'll be showing us now versus what's on this side and all those fancy stuff. The fancy setup. And I don't even know if I want to do this long term. This was an experiment. I don't know if it can handle it. The problem is, if I start streaming from my PC, my PC, I think, then I'll need a webcam. Right now, I'm streaming from my phone. And my PC camera is not good. Like, it's very bad. Like, Lenovo Legion's camera is not good, guys. So I would need a webcam, I think, that I can install, which has good camera quality. I don't know. You can use your phone as a webcam. That's what I do. Okay, so you can use your phone as a webcam whilst streaming on the laptop. Is that what you're saying? Make it make sense. I need to understand. I need to understand that part. Ah, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I'll try it and see. Because I want to see if this thing you can get to. I want to try and get to 4,000 watch hours without suffering too much. Because creating videos is fun, don't get me wrong. All the stuff that I do for Sports Insights Global, it's okay. But getting the watch hours from creating videos alone is a problem. It's a very big problem. It's not easy. And it needs so much effort. I feel like live videos are low effort. I don't know. Low effort, low capital, and all. When it comes to the setup, the funniest thing is I forgot to install my mics all this time. And not to plug in my microphone angle. This is how clueless I am about what I'm doing. Because my microphone actually papa charger, but but anyway, that's neither here nor there. The World Cup is going to stress me to stream because some of the games, yeah, it is a learning process. Some of the games are not pakati pe usiku at 3 a.m. And by that time, I'll be at my mother's house. And I don't know how I'm going to do it without making noise for them. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be difficult. I really don't know how I'm going to manage that. Waking up at 2 a.m. to watch Argentina. At 2 a.m. I don't know. Because the thing is, in Zimka, even if like you have solar, which I do have, the biggest problem is network inotanga kudilapidate when electricity goes, disappears. So I don't know how I'm going to manage that. Because the girl is moving out of this apartment very soon. And soon I'll have to be doing this in my mother's house. Janakita. Outdoor freshness that lasts and lasts. Always keep away from children. We'll figure it out. There are quite a lot of people in Zimbabwe who do content. Okay? But I guess that's why in Zim people really focus more on, you know, creating content only instead of live streaming, because I feel like it requires a lot of data, energy, and things like that. Or not energy, data and electricity. So we're gonna see how that is gonna go. If it's gonna be achievable or not, hopefully it will. Because the thing is, the problem is I don't know what else to do with this channel. I can't just have 760 subscribers. Akangogara asina zvaari kuita. You get. You know, I have 760 subscribers. People who are subscribing to an empty channel. That's unfair, isn't it? It's a bit unfair. So I needed to think what to do with it. Entertain my watch hours, because obviously the watch hours that I had back in 2022, 3, when I started this channel, obviously I don't have them anymore. They are not valid watch hours towards whatever I need to do with this channel. So yeah. Is there anyone who does live streams in Zim? If so, please advise me so that I can ask them, like, how do they do it? Because I think I need advice on that. But yeah, Arsenal, I don't know what to say about you. Aston Villa yaitomboita onge yakuita zviri nani. Chii chakazoitika? Even Crystal Palace, they fell off. And my dearest Tottenham Hotspur is actually getting relegated this season. Nematambudziko kakune Tottenham naimo. Second half is big. Wolves is going, Burnley is going back, Tottenham is going. Life is sad. Very, very sad. It's actually interesting that, you know, the Italian coach was saying that, oh, there's so many African teams which don't deserve to be in World Cup, and African teams should not be in the World Cup. And guess what happened? Oh, you didn't miss anything. I was saying that. What was I saying? Yeah, I was saying Italy. Yes, the Italian coach was saying a lot of African teams don't deserve to be in the World Cup. They deserve lesser spots. And what happened to Italy? They were booted out before they even started. I was so happy. I was so happy. He was so embarrassed to the point where he had to go and resign. And I was very happy. I was like, this is what you get when you undermine black people or other people who are not European simply because you guys deserve a response. Yeah. Yeah, because that's what these other colored people are used to. They are used to getting things on a silver platter. But the World Cup is given to people who deserve. Tichange tichiona Mexico versus South Africa, not Italy. Ivo vanenge vakarara kudzimba vachitotiona isusu maAfricans tichitotamba, even if we get putted out, but the fact that we qualified to get there. Even they should have qualified to my group stages. Why didn't they do that? Why? If they're so good and they deserve better spawns, why didn't they do that? So yeah, Nigga resigned. He resigned and he was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, the truth does hurt. Resigna mukomana akati ndichazvikwanisa izvi. Sara izvenyu. He was too embarrassed to stay. Most second half goals of the season. Arsenal with 39, Man United 35, Liverpool 32, Chelsea 29 and Fulham 28. Bora Dimakoa, that's one thing for sure. You have to be good at it. Show us what you can do by, the skills that you're providing. Bournemouth should score another goal. They should score another goal. Because if they don't do that, Corner FC is going to do what they do best. Defender FC. Senesi. Sometimes anombondipa ma-points in the fantasy. He's good. He is really good. Clips with reactions for shorts, then schedule them for posting. Explain further. I need to understand what you are saying. That is if I'm going to continue doing this, actually. It sounds like a lot of work. And it's also going to be determined by where I'm gonna be. Because like I said, send an audio explaining to me at least, so that I understand what you are saying. I think I'm just a lazy person. I mean, because, the information is hovering my head and I'm like, this is a lot of stuff. Yeah, the thing is, I would want to continue doing this. It's really nice. It's fun. It's actually fun. Because, sometimes I get annoyed or bored. Did you want to borandega? So having people to watch with is nice, eventually. But in my beloved teapot country, here on display, this teapot country, I don't know if that's going to be possible. Because there are a lot of factors that go into having a good live stream. We need network, we need electricity, we need batteries that are functioning. Yes, they really do have put in a lot of work. That is quite true. To me, to be honest, this was an experiment, which is going well so far. It's not something Chandan oh my god, I want to stick to it. Not necessarily. I'm just trying to do different stuff and see what works and what doesn't, or what I like and what I don't. Do I like live videos, or do I like pre-recorded stuff that I can edit and post? Because with pre-recorded things, you can just batch create, maybe, if you can, then edit, then post. But with live manje, you have to be spot on with everything on the spot. Yeah, it's good to experiment, especially with content. It's very good to experiment. And I think as a person, you need content that is sustainable anywhere you go. I would need content yekuti maybe if you go like to Zim, for example, in my case, Zimbabwe, then you can't do it. Upper, you've already introduced people to a vibe that you possibly cannot maintain. That's a bit difficult. That makes it a bit hard, So that's one thing that I'm a bit worried about. Nyika idika inogononetsa kuti ndite zvinhu izvi, and hence why you don't see so many streamers in Zimbabwe, because of such kind of limitations that stop them from doing what they want to do. But it's a good way to get your watch hours in per YouTube. So maybe it's something that I would do, but not like fully, like in the sense that I will be doing it for maybe the most anticipated games, not all the games, maybe once or twice a week, 1 or 2 games a week, and until I get the hang of it, and until I see that it's actually being productive to my channel. But otherwise, I'm trying to think of other things to do, to create for the channel that have nothing to do with my personal lives. Yeah, the big games do push more, and those are the ones that I'm trying to concentrate on. I'm not trying to do a West Ham versus Everton. Yeah, it's not going to help me with anything, right? That's why I started Neil Game with Arsenal, to just see the thing. How is it working out? As I can say so far, it is working out well. Better than I expected, to be honest. Better than I expected, because I thought I was gonna be talking to myself, but seems not. About 4 or 5 of you, I'm talking to you guys, which is nice. It's nice. Yeah, yatanga kona FC. Go Westside one. Go Westside. Anyway, they failed to score. Okay, Eze is coming in. Indiana 53 minutes. That's an early change. Ateta has seen enough. Madueke is going out. Gabriel is going out. Eze is coming in. Who else? Havertz is out. Okay. Who are the other two who are coming in? Domen? Max? Is it Daumen or Domen? Okay. Out is Havertz, Martinelli, and Jim. Yes. Daumen, Trossard, and Eze. Okay. I had to read because some of the players I don't know them. I'm sorry. Most sub-goal involvements in Europe's top 5 leagues. Arsenal with 38, Celta Vigo with 34, PSG with 34, Atlanta with 33. Arsenal's stats look really appealing. But output. It's the output. Yes, we are working for that YouTube eligibility. It's funny. Life is actually very funny because the channel that I have 760 subscribers, I have 0 watch hours. The channel that I have 383 subscribers, I have 562 watch hours. But to get 4,000 watch hours in 365 days, I feel like that's a big job. I don't know how people do it, if I can be very honest. Is it by producing more content? Is it by producing long form videos, like 1-hour videos? Because I feel like for Vanessa Jima movie, maybe it's a bit easier, like what Charlie does, He Mamuva, they are 25 minutes to an hour. So even if one person watches, you are now. So if 10 people watch that, 10 hours of watch time, If 500 people watch, that's 500 hours of watch time. So it's less to do with the views and more to do with, at least you need 3,000. I need 4,000 because all my other ones expired. They expired. So I have to start again. So my subscribers, I know, by the end of the year, I can get 1K. If Talent posts the one of the other videos that we did together, that we acted together, I can get 300 more subscribers, and then now I'll have to think about how am I going to get 4,000 watch hours. Is it by live streams? Is it by creating AI cartoons? Because sometimes, I have ideas like how to write a story. Yeah, road to 1K is looking really, it's looking brighter than possible. And it's funny because I got those subscribers without even posting a thing. But it's because of the work that I'm doing on other channels, which shows the power of collaboration. Collaborate, guys. It's good for you. It's very, very good because the Talents channel has really boosted my subscribers more than anybody else has ever. I'm always appreciative of what he does for me, honestly. It's a lot. Bournemouth iri kutodawo zvekuhwina here kana kuti yanga ichitambira draw? Ndambokutaurirai ndikakuudzai kuti Bournemouth yenyu iri kutambira draw. I don't know what to say, Mr. Scott. It's not easy to collaborate. I'm just saying, you don't necessarily need to collaborate with somebody who has what, 115,000 followers or whatever. You can just collaborate with somebody within our range, basically, of creators who are still starting up. It doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody who is well known or things like that, because that's a bit hard, I know. But yeah, collaborations do help. It's just the thing, sometimes people feel like collaborations means competition, and when you ask somebody to collaborate and be like, oh, I do this, they're trying to see maybe, you are a small creator, so you're trying to feed off my hard work. That's what most people think, when it's not even that. Yes, I won't. If you want the full story, DM me. It's not something that I will talk about on my life. But yes, I will be gone very soon. My days are numbered in this country. Very, very numbered. Very soon you will forget that I existed in Poland. Tokangana kuziva kuti kuna kundaigara muPoland. Imanga kutofocus on vamwe vanhu. Yeah. It will be gone. Like gone. I'm telling you. The problem is, when I'm saying I'm going, right, people think I'm joking. I'm actually going, Imi. Mapiga gatorongedzwa. Bags are packed. Bournemouth 67% possession, Arsenal 33%. Yeah, when people go, people forget. That's the thing. It's just like when somebody dies. It's only the closest family and friends that are going to remember. The average person will forget. That is the honest truth. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing with me. Hard. Arsenal. Apa vari kutorerwa bhora. There's space. Do something with that. Oof. Yeah, but it's... Of course, of course, of course. Yeah, that's what I was saying with him. It's just like if somebody dies. Nakafa. I don't remember what Angaripo is the closest family and friends. Only. The rest of the world will forget that we existed. Okay, that's a chance. There's space. No chance for Arsenal. This reminds me of the times that Arteta was, I always come across these funny Arteta videos. The first one being, Edison invented the light bulb. He comes with a light bulb and he's trying to demonstrate. Today I want to see a team that is connecting and that shines. And I'm thinking to myself, where did you get this demonstration? First of all, who gave you the light bulb? Huh? How? I'm thinking you're coming here with a board of tactics telling us, okay, this is what you're supposed to do based on you're coming to say. Edison invented the light bulb. Then there's this other one where he was sort of like sitting in a class, I think. Or is it a conference room? Arteta has a screen, like a history teacher. And he has this animal on the screen that is looking like a bird, but also looking like a rabbit. And then he asks David, what do you see? Tell me, what do you see on this screen? And then David is like, oh, it looks like it's a rabbit. And he says, but I see a bird. You see, the thing, it's all about perspective. No, Arteta is actually funny, guys. I thought Pep Guardiola was funny, but Arteta is funnier. Like, you should just see those videos. The thing is, the worst part about this is that Anengar is serious. He is a clown. He's a very serious clown. If he goes to the circus, he'll make more money than the money he's making in the Premier League, honestly. I'm just there like, when a Premier League coach, you have these demonstrations like you're explaining to primary school kids. This whole thing of perspective and birds and a bird looking like a rabbit, how is that going to help your boys to score goals? It's funny, It's funny. So, yeah, I don't like that. It's one of the reasons why I still want him to see him as a manager, because he's funny. Like, he's actually very funny. Yes, it is a battle for Arsenal just to get out of their own half. Commentator, you are very right. Okay, this is a chance. This is a chance! But it's an offside? Is it an offside? Oh, damn. It's an offside. Shame. Sorry, Jacques, Victor. Bournemouth came to Emirates to draw. They didn't come to win. I feel like Arsenal is going to score last minute. And win the game. 65 minutes in, about 25 minutes to go. Arsenal now has 6 attempts, a 1 shot on target. Bournemouth has 3 attempts and 2 shots on targets. So they came fired up. Ndofunga vambobatidzirwa light bulb riya again naAteta in at the break in the locker room. Ooh, that was nice. Christie from Bournemouth. Oh, wow. Yes. Me too. I feel like Vachenko scored last minute because Bournemouth is not serious. When this game started, Bournemouth had more possession and they were dribbling Arsenal. But right now they are getting dribbled by Arsenal. So, yeah. Light bulb riandofunga rambobatidzwa in the second half. In the break time in the locker room. Because Arteta at this point he cannot afford to lose. You're laughing. I'm being for real. Light bulb ratombobatidzwa. I want to see a team that is connecting and that shines. You know? And it's shining. Petrovic left Chelsea for Bournemouth. Not sure if that was a good idea, but okay. At some point, I think he's better than Jorgensen. Jorgensen needs to go and run, I think, to be very honest, so that he can get more game time and improve his skills. Because I think the problem with Jorgensen is not that Agone, but it's the problem he doesn't have experience. So, yeah. It's just that kind of Jorgensen atisiziwe kuti tinozonge tiinani Slonina. It'll be a bit difficult. And it'll be too much on Bob Sanchez, so I guess that's why they're keeping him around. Oh, wow. My goodness. Rice is not joking. This could have been a very nice goal. Yeah, Arsenal can go in now because Bournemouth is not serious. We have had good players, DJ, Petrovic, we've had Conor Gallagher, now Conor Gallagher is at a relegated team. Tottenham, championship, Atletico, but what kind of demotion is that? Life is sad, football is funny. Imagine from being a Chelsea captain to getting relegated from the PL. League. I don't know what happened to him. We had Lukaku's, we had this guy. Who's this guy? Our favorite guy. Eden Hazard. We had the best of the best. Okay, now Bournemouth is seeing that they're in trouble and they're substituting at 69 minutes. Why didn't they substitute at 56 minutes or something like that? Tottenham, not Onyanza. And you know what's funny is the fact that last season when they won a game, is it Carabao or FA Cup? What did they win? I think Tinofana is my textbook, the downfall of Tottenham. And we have to analyze and understand and, get to the bottom of this, because what the hell, Yonce? Yes, Europa League, thank you very much. I knew they won something. Now, imagine from winning a trophy to getting relegated. Guys, come on. Yeah, that's the thing. It was just... It just went down from there. From the time that they won a trophy, now they're 15th, now they're 17th, 19th, somewhere there, and zero chance of getting back to the top. Come on. But where's Sunderland? What number is Sunderland in the table? Sunderland had a good run, Vachitanga, and all of a sudden I didn't hear anything about them, including Crystal Palace as well. What happened to them? Vakakanganiswa neAFCON, because I remember most of Sunderland's players, they went for AFCON. Okay, 7 or 8 is fine. Top 10 for somebody who came from Championship, it's okay. I don't blame them, because you'd always expect that, the teams that came from Championships are the ones who are gonna get relegated, but it seems like Burnley is the only one who's gonna get relegated. Leeds, Varimo, Sunderland, Varimo. Wolves is going, and we no longer, which means if Wolves leaves and then we no longer have a Zimbabwean in the Premier League, guys. This is exactly how it's going to happen. Oof. My goodness, Lord. Why? 12th, okay. 12th is okay for a team. Yeah, for Championship. It's fine. Mid-table, but they had a good run when the season started. Muneti is leaving. He's having a good run at Paris FC, so I don't see the need on why he should continue to beat Wolves. Yes, he went back to France. That is very true. But the thing is, Anta kinda on loan, so I thought maybe he still had a deal to come back. But I guess France is his place because that's where his family is. So it will be better to stay with family. As life goes on and as you get older, you then start to realize that sometimes it's better to stay in a place where you have your family instead of chasing your dreams. Because Muneti maybe could have fought for staying even in the Championship or whatever, but he decided to go back to Paris. So we have to make those tough decisions to be going back to our families. Stade Reims, yes, he was doing well, but everybody has a dream of playing in the EPL. Everybody wants to be in England. Everybody wants to be part of those big stars. So in as much as he was doing well in France, I feel like he also had a dream to be in the EPL, just like everybody else. You get, because let's be honest. When we say allowed to jump big football, it's just like how the players in Zimbabwe, even if, like, for example, Jalai, Ishema Ochi, all those people, they were doing very well. Dynamos, Neku, Zimbabwe. But they decided to take a step further to go to Chipa United. Ishema Ochi went to Chipa United, and July, he went to Durban City. Why? Because they want to be in better teams. It's 2-1 already. Okay, let's see. TNT Sports, I repeat, when I catch you, I'm going to destroy your life. But anyway, it's always behind for some reason. I don't know why. When I get home, I think Nenda kushandisa Angu Super Sport because I am a Shuraya. Hey! When you said 2-1 Bournemouth, I thought the 2 was for us now. What the hell you on say? Ah! My God. Jesus Christ. Emirates Stadium is having a funeral today. I was surprised because I was expecting it to come from Arsenal. That's why I reacted like that. I was like, oh, what? Because I was like, when you say 2-1, I was like, oh, okay, it's Arsenal. And yet, it's Bournemouth. Oh, these are the things that I love to say. Yes, Christy. Who scored? Is it Christy? It's Christy, right? Oh, it's Scott. No, it's not Christy. It's Scott. Yes, Scott. Wow. Ah, shame. Look at the Arsenal fans. They are looking so pink and dejected. It's just I'm live mangu so what is Alice Scott, okay. Wabuda so what is that? Nyasha Nigel is now in my DMs on Instagram. Let me get some bombena. Come back and see your team losing. Yeah. Shame. Unoziva onamo so zvainoita. Zvangu. So if Manchester City win, I want Trafford and Krupi at Liverpool. Yes, I understand. I just hope they don't become a flop, just like what Isak did. You paid dozens of money for Isak. Anderson is good as well. He's good. You paid dozens of money for Isak. 125 million. You should know Marip. It's my job to roast teams. This is my job. That's what I I I live to do. I didn't study. I will judge him next season. Maybe, yes. Of course. I didn't study a course on sports journalism to not roast people, Sha. If I wanted to be a person who is not a roasty, I would have studied, I don't know, fangirling or whatever. I studied sports journalism for a reason. I didn't get that certificate for nothing. The ethics allow us to roast and give opinions and think pieces, you know. So I'm doing with stuff that are within journalism ethics, sports journalism ethics. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was actually a very short course. It just took me forever to finish. But I needed it because I needed to understand things that I am allowed to say and things that I'm not allowed to say. But one thing that I know is as long as you're not a traditional journalist, you have a bit more of, you have a bit more leeway and a bit more freedom on what you can and cannot say. Because, like, for example, when I ZBC or ZTN, you are limited to a script. But when you're a freelance sports creator like me, say whatever you want. As long as it's not degrading or diminishing and it's without facts, you always have to speak things that are, factual. So that's what I always try to do. And I always try to avoid football politics because I do not want to be involved in that. Now, you're going to see Garapasi. Shaoma. Ascan. Also now we know to guys. Football on the map. Yes, that is what I'm trying to do with Sports Insights Global. That is the idea. It's like with that part, I know Kuti, it can work out. Getting my interviews and stuff. Something that I'm gonna try and do when I get back home. But it's a thing, Kuti. I was trying to think of what to do with Kundai Casey's channel. Something totally different from football. The same thing, football, but in a different form. You get. Being on ground would be fantastic. Definitely, it would be. I have a couple of interviews lined up. I just need photographer. But yeah, there are quite a number of interviews that I have lined up. I would have to be attending matches for football, cricket. I want to be involved in all sports. I don't want to be just a football person. Because, started off with interviewing Ryan for basketball and then interviewing Chenge, triple jumper. So I also want to be involved with my athletes, like field athletes, track athletes, all those people. I want to get the hang of those people, what they're doing. Golf, hockey, you name it. Splash. Chero chiri kutamba Zimbabwe ndaidze ndine ndiripo tombotaura nemi because I feel like there's a lot of talent in Zim, but the problem is that hatizive kuti ndiani ari kuzviita zvinhu zvacho. So yeah, Sports Insights Global is for that niche yechi ye yema sports. But for this account ka handizivi kuti ndingaitei. Yeah, the vision is there. Implementation is the most difficult part. Getting people to interview, number one. Number two, getting a cameraman to assist me, because sometimes when I'm shooting content, I can do it with my phone, but when I'm shooting an interview, I prefer assistance, because I then focus less on what's happening behind the camera, in front of the camera, I mean, and focus more on kutaura, like interaction with the athlete. So yeah, that also has to happen, and convincing my parents that it's a good idea for me to spend their money on things that have nothing to do with going to work. That's gonna be difficult, but we will see. As it stands, Bournemouth 45 points, Chelsea 48. Mana Chelsea ka. 82 minutes in, and we have streamed for 100 minutes. 100 minutes! This is an achievement. Trust the process. For somebody who's 25 years old. 25 wants to trust the process. Well, trust the process that I tended but 21 years old. They were like, no, go to school. Manjapa, you went to school, you graduated, did all the correct things, and still somehow it just didn't work out in the way that I wanted to. Like I said, yeah, and ndikutitaura palife because vanhu vanozotanga kuzoona video rangu. It's known kuti chichakaitika now. If you want to know it, ask me, I'll tell you. Yes, life is like rice. It's like rice for sure. Saka kuti uzonoudza vanhu but then muchindiona kudai. Inini zvekutotsvaga basa mukanyika kenyu akanzitomboda. Ungonoshauta. Sisakaona kutyaya pamusha. Parents can be wild. Because right now when I'm not in there yet, they'll be like, oh no, just come, it's fine, no problem. Once you get there, they're just like, okay, Saka, CV lako uri kuendesa rini. But I told you this is not what I'm here for. But I know I won't regret it. I already regret staying here for longer than I was welcomed in this country, to be very honest. Overstaying your welcome in a place is dangerous. Don't do it. But how is Arsenal not capitalizing on their corners today? What's going on? Vanhu vekuBournemouth vari kuita kuzara mu 6-yard box. Yeah, we all are. You know, we all are. For me, it's a situation where that was the plan, but circumstances beyond my control are forcing me to do otherwise. Of course, the plan is still there to relocate and all, but then I think tinombotanga tamboenda kunozorora because my body is suffering from 5 years of burnout. And I was reading this article where they were saying that burnout is not solved by merely just going out on a weekend. And that is very true, because no amount of taking vacations has ever cured my burnout. So yeah, a break is very much needed whilst pursuing other things in life. It's becoming harder, and especially with that thing, the new TRC system that they're bringing in. It's making life difficult. I heard my lawyer saying that the waiting time to get a TRC now will be 15 to 18 months. That's like 1.5 years. So imagine 1.5 years, no movement, nothing. And tagara tatiri kuita ma 1.5 years acho takamirira with a better system. Now the system is gonna be worse, which means we're gonna be waiting for 2 years. I don't wanna be stuck for 2 years. Doing what? Doing what? Honestly. So if anything, I'm going to try to find other ways to make money. 85 minutes in the game, 5 minutes left. I don't know kuti refa chatipa extra time yema minutes mangani. Exactly. We all want to move freely and travel. We don't want to be stuck. And I feel like for me, maybe for other people they are thriving, but for me, Poland is a dead end now. It's a dead end. Like I don't think I can progress my life any further than what I've already done. Especially considering that Basawashuna and Fukwanisa Kushanda, and also what else can I do? When they're bullying people, ask me. Like I said, I will not bash any company on life because contract yangu isati yapera zvayo, but kasukutaurira zvatinenge tichitwa kumabasa okugaidzika. Like the contract is telling you you're working 8 hours, but in reality you work 12 hours. And if you decide to work 8 hours, your work is going to pile up, and you're gonna have to work over the weekend to compensate for that piling up, which means you'd have to work 7 days a week. 2 years, give or take, then I'm out. I think that was me for the past 2 years. My 2 years started in 2024. Like, in the next 2 years, if this crumbles, bye. Goodbye. Because, we are growing up. If you're in a country where hauna potential yekuwana citizenship, hauna potential yekuwana permanent res, you don't have a family, you don't even have the chance to create your own family. Hey. Yeah, it's too much. The workload is too much. It's unbearable. Arsenal. Could you give me Bournemouth? It's like that, man. Like, Mabasa, you overwork, and because like when we came here for school, it was easy. Like it was easy in the. Hey. Okay, yeah. Msa go away, see. Hey. What is going on? Bottle FC. Wasikana. I feel like Mutrophy cabinet. Vanova notice my bodo. Because they can't put. I'm so eager to go and see the Emirates Stadium and to go and see the Arsenal Museum, Ndoda kumbona kuti mune. Ndoda kungoona kuti mune. Usikana. Atita nezinga kunzwisa sisi manje kana akudyiwa. Oh yes. Alex Scott, player of the match. Yes, I would vote for him as the player of the match. He's been doing really well. Impressive, man. Impressive. Yes, freeze those bottles, put them in display. Those are the ones that they deserve. And then you write every single year that they've bottled. Quadruple in bottling. Simithi and Unal. What's the name of this coach? Bournemouth coach. I always forget his name. I'm not good with names. Very horrible. Extra time, 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, he's the guy. Wanda looked at the pronounce as Staraki. Okay. Ayere. He's good. You should get him. He's good. Amene kuti slot mune makumtengesera pamwe mamuendesa kuTottenham. Guys, Ateta akasadzingwa this season ga. I don't know kuti what other sign he assigned do the sporting directors need that it's time for this man to go. Irawola. Okay, Irawola. Okay. Where's he from? Andoni Irawola. He's definitely not British or Scottish. Spanish. Oh, from Espanol. Okay, nice. A Spanish coach is a good, because La Liga is competitive. So yeah, Spanish coach is actually good. Max Dowman. He's living the dream. Living the kid's dream. The dream life. Because what do you mean you're playing for us now at 17? At 16? Exactly. Like, I'm super proud of him and I'm surprised, honestly. He's really living the dream. Imagine game. Champions League game. That's two times we do PSG and we smashed them. I think for us now, exactly. He's like Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, Max Doman, those kids, they're living a good life. Oh hi guys! I just came back from a game with Bayern Munich, and I was just chilling with Mikel Arteta and Julian Timber. I was having lunch with Eberechi Eze, with Bukayo Saka. Arsenal. Gee, I'm surprised. Arsenal fans are so loyal. I'm surprised none of them have left the stadium. Pakazaram Stadium, expecting a miracle to happen. Yoko res. Paka ana kuwina ere ka wadi ku Ballon d'Or yoko res. Kato wina ka. Shiriko. No. Corner FC failed to utilize their corners today. What a pity. Very desperate times where David Raya is seen in the 6-yard box. Akomana. Amo ine naro akomana. The furthest I can go is Division 2. It's not easy, my guy, because of the fact that environment where takakurira and also opportunities differ for people because of the fact that at now kurira kunema academies and football wasn't really prioritized, sports and all. Because think of Munakaita maybe if Maswanise was playing at Leicester for 10 years before azoenda kumadhaho. He has a better chance of being in Prem. But tikazotarisa isusuwo hedu tainzi team mabhuku ka probability yedu yekuzobudirira mumasports is very low because it's hard. It's just hard. I'm on the final kick. Wait. Just wait. Wait for my reaction. Chiplo akafanya uwiso na mkomani. It's over. It's over. And Ateta is very angry. Angry but civil. Askana. No, but I didn't expect Arsenal to lose this game. They were not supposed to lose. And this is the first time that they're losing at home. This is so bad. This is actually really, really bad. Askana. But they still have a chance because, I mean, City got winner against Chelsea. You know, again, 63 points. I don't know if they have a potential of closing that 8-point or 7-point gap. But anyway, as I was saying, the reason why we struggle is to Sema Zimbabweans to make it in sports is because of the fact that we don't get enough time to be focusing on that. I had an interview with Chenge, I had an interview with Ryan. They literally gave me the same answers when it comes to managing sport because of the fact that they both have to work a full-time job and they both had to go to school. Chenge works as a sales specialist, and at the same time he had to come and kwenda World Athletics. He came a day before the competitions. He didn't have enough time to train. He didn't have a coach. He had no physio, nothing. I can't go to and we went there to support him, right? Those are some of the things that we suffer from. World Athletics, people who are supporting them and people who are actually helping them to become better people. So comparing ourselves to those people is a bit hard. Same thing with Ryan. I mean, for him to get signed to basketball league, he's in, I think, Liga 2, so I think it's the 3rd division, which is okay. It's good actually, but nongochido ukuthi vanhu vedu vasviko to the extra lasers and NBA and all those kind of things. It's hard for us to tishke ikoko because he's supposed to go to work and at the same time he's supposed to go kubhora kwacho na basketball and play and perform and be seen and guys, it's hard. I hope African parents will understand this a bit better kuti sports are not that bad. Of course, hatisi kuti ngatisaite chikoro tinoita vana mixed domain vari kuenda one kwaisikuwa, but havasi kumanikidzwa kunzi ndaunoita zidegree risina zvarinotibatsira. Tiri kumashandisei madegree acho. Anyways, to everyone who joined this chat, thank you very much for joining this chat. Will I do this again? I don't know. Because there are a large amount of limiting factors that go into things like this. But of course, I'll leave the live video on my page and I'll watch it back. Yeah, there are too many factors that are involved there. Anyways, let's continue these conversations elsewhere. Thank you for tuning in to the first live. Maybe it's the last, I don't know. Special thanks to my little light for making me shine bright like a diamond. And my phone for not collapsing in the middle of the live. Goodbye.